You know that moment when your cat is sitting quietly across the room, eyes half closed, and then gives you that slow, dreamy blink? It feels oddly personal, almost like the two of you are sharing a silent conversation nobody else can hear. Most people assume their cat is just sleepy, but that tiny blink, it carries a message far more important than most owners ever realize. And once you understand it, you start seeing your cat's emotions completely differently. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden meaning behind small cat behaviors, make sure you stay tuned, because this is one of the clearest emotional signals they have. Let's break down what that blink is really saying. Number 1, the slow blink is a trust signal. Picture your cat stretched across the back of the couch, calm, still, watching you quietly from across the room. You glance over, and instead of turning away or staring intensely, they slowly close their eyes. Unhurried, soft, relaxed. You've probably seen that moment dozens of times. But here's what most people never realize. That blink is deeply personal. Because for an animal designed to stay alert to danger, relaxed eyes are a huge deal. Cats naturally scan their environment constantly. Movement, sound, changes in energy. Their instincts are built around awareness. So when your cat slowly closes their eyes in your presence, they're doing something important. They're lowering vigilance, temporarily giving up full visual awareness because they feel safe enough to do it around you. That's trust, real trust. Researchers who study feline body language often describe the slow blink as a peaceful social cue, something cats use during calm, non-threatening interactions, almost like a friendly nod between humans, a signal that says, "There's no danger here." Now picture the entire moment again. Your cat's shoulders loosen, their breathing slows, their eyelids drift down gently. Nothing about it is tense. Their whole nervous system is settling, and you're part of the reason why. Here's the fascinating part most people miss. Cats don't usually give this signal randomly. They offer it during moments of emotional comfort. Quiet rooms, gentle voices, familiar people. Which means when your cat slow blinks at you, they're not disconnecting from you. They're doing the opposite. They're communicating peace, comfort, connection. And once you recognize that, those little blinks stop feeling ordinary. Because they're not just sleepy eyes. They're one of the clearest ways your cat quietly says, "I feel safe with you." But the blink itself is only part of the message. Because what happens when you slow blink back reveals something even more surprising about how cats communicate with humans. When your cat softens their eyes at you, they're actively choosing to acknowledge your presence in a calm, open way. This isn't an automatic blink. It's a little response to you specifically, almost like they're saying, "I feel good with you here." Many owners underestimate how meaningful that moment is. Your cat isn't just relaxing. They're letting you see them in a vulnerable state. And when they send that gentle blink your way, it means you've earned something that doesn't come easily. Genuine trust. And once you know what it signals, it's natural to wonder how cats learn to use a gesture this subtle. Which leads right into the next part of the story. Number 2, how cats develop this signal. There's a quiet moment in a cat's early life that most people never see, and it holds the secret behind that slow blink you get today. Kittens learn a surprising amount from watching their mother's face. During calm nursing sessions or gentle grooming, mother cats soften their eyes, creating an atmosphere that tells the litter everything is safe. Those peaceful half-closed eyes become part of a kitten's emotional vocabulary long before they understand anything else. Researchers observing outdoor and feral colonies have noticed the same pattern. When two cats share neutral space without tension, like passing each other near a food source, they'll sometimes offer a softened blink. It's a low-risk way to show peaceful intent without getting too close. Over generations, domestic cats carried this signal into their relationships with humans, adapting it to fit a new kind of bond. So when your cat slow blinks at you, now you're tapping into something ancient, something rooted in kittenhood comfort and adult cat diplomacy. You're included in a circle they don't open often. And understanding where the signal comes from sets up the next question. How do you know you're seeing the real thing rather than something that only looks similar? Number 3, what a real slow blink looks like. A true slow blink isn't just any "I squint" your cat throws into the world. It's a deliberate gesture, almost like a tiny performance meant for an audience of one. You. And once you know what it looks like, you'll spot it instantly. A genuine slow blink starts with your cat's eyes softening, then closing in a smooth, unhurried motion. There's no rush, no tension. The eyelids lower completely, pause for a breath of a moment, and then lift just as gently. You'll often notice their whole face loosens. The whiskers rest instead of pushing forward. The skin around the eyes stays relaxed, not pinched. Compare that to a squint in bright sunlight. Those look sharper, faster, more defensive. Irritation, squints, or blinking from dust happen quickly, almost choppy. And if you see any discharge, persistent rubbing, or uneven closing, those aren't communication cues at all. They're signs your cat might be uncomfortable. Spotting the difference builds confidence. It helps you read your cat without guessing, so you know when they're sharing a calm moment rather than reacting to a distraction or discomfort. And once you can recognize the real blink, it opens up another question. Why do cats use this gentle eye language with humans in the first place? Number 4. Why cats use eye language with humans. Imagine your cat perched on a shelf, looking down at you the way we might look out a window on a quiet afternoon. Their gaze softens, their shoulders drop, and for a second, it feels like the whole room exhales. That's the moment where eye language becomes more than instinct. It becomes a bridge between two completely different species. Cats spend their lives surrounded by giants. From their perspective, your height, your footsteps, even your voice create a world that can feel overwhelming. So, when they choose relaxed eye contact with you, it means they've decided your presence is steady and predictable enough to feel safe. Research on feline-human interaction shows that cats study our faces more than we realize. They notice how we look when we're calm, when we're smiling, and when our eyes soften. Some shy or high-energy cats use slow, gentle blinks to turn down the emotional volume in the room. Even independent cats, those I love you but don't touch me personalities, use softened eyes as a way of saying they're open to connection on their terms. Understanding this invites a natural next step, something many owners are curious about, but rarely try. Sending a blink back in a way your cat actually understands. Number 5. How to slow blink back. What if your cat is actually waiting for you to answer them, but in a language you've never consciously used? Slow blinking back is simpler than people think, and the moment you try it, your cat usually notices right away. Start by softening your own gaze. Let your eyelids ease down halfway. Then close them fully in a calm, smooth motion. Hold that gentle pause. Then reopen your eyes just as slowly. Your body matters here. Stay still. Keep your shoulders relaxed and avoid leaning forward. A sudden lean can feel like pressure. Think of it as offering a quiet gesture rather than asking for one. Practicing during peaceful moments works best, like when your cat is lounging or watching you from across the room. Doing it during mealtime or play can confuse the message because their brain is focused on excitement instead of calm communication. When you blink this way, your cat sees something familiar. It fits their emotional vocabulary, and many respond with a subtle shift, softer ears, a relaxed jaw, or even their own version of that slow, deliberate blink. Which brings up the question many owners have. What actually happens when you're the one who blinks first? Number 6. How cats respond when you blink first. If you watch closely, there's a pattern in how different cats react when a human slow blinks first. Some reply instantly, almost like they've been waiting for someone to finally speak their language. Others take their time, checking your expression, your posture, and the moment itself before deciding how to respond. That timing isn't random. It reflects how each cat processes safety, curiosity, and social signals. Studies on feline behavior show that anxious or newly adopted cats often soften more quickly when their person uses relaxed eye cues. For them, your blink lowers the emotional stakes. It gives them a way to interact without moving their body closer. Some cats pair their reply with other gentle signals. An easy tail wave, a slight head tilt, or a slow shift of weight that says they're settling in. And sometimes they don't blink back at all, but even then they're not ignoring you. Many cats hold still and simply watch. That quiet observation is its own form of acknowledgement, especially for cats who prefer subtle communication. These different reactions can create confusion, and that's where a lot of owners start misreading what they see, which makes it helpful to clear up a few common misunderstandings. Next, number 7, common misinterpretations. Research from veterinary behaviorists shows that a large portion of slow blinks owners report are actually eye discomfort squints rather than social gestures. That mix-up happens easily because the motions look similar on the surface. A pain-related squint tends to be tighter and repeated, almost like the cat is guarding the eye. A true slow blink stays loose, soft, and pauses briefly before reopening. Fast blinking creates another source of confusion. Those quick flashes are usually signs of uncertainty or mild stress, not affection. Cats also narrow their eyes when irritated or overstimulated, especially if a hand or toy is hovering too close. So while relaxed eyes can signal safety, the same shape delivered with tension in the face means something entirely different. Even reserved or independent cats slow blink, though many people assume only affectionate cats do it. Some of the most private cats give the softest, gentlest eye signals because it feels safer than physical closeness. Understanding these differences helps you read your cat more clearly and enjoy the moments when they're genuinely reaching out. And once you can tell what's a true slow blink, it's easier to notice how often it connects with other behaviors that deepen the bond. Number 8. When blinking connects to other behaviors. Remember that tiny facial looseness we talked about earlier? The relaxed whiskers, the softened eyelids. That same energy often shows up in the rest of your cat's body during a slow blink moment. It's like their whole posture starts speaking in the same gentle tone. You might see kneading, a quiet purr, or that slow roll onto their side that cats reserve for the people they trust. These aren't random add-ons. They're part of the emotional package your cat sends when they feel settled with you. Many cats also blink during calm daily routines. When you're reading, working on your laptop, or sitting on the couch, they watch you the way we watch someone we feel safe around, checking in with a soft blink to keep the connection alive. In multi-cat homes, you may even notice a chain reaction. One cat blinks at another, then at you, creating a wave of relaxed energy through the room. Outdoor cats sometimes save these signals for specific times of day, especially quiet mornings or evenings when the environment feels stable. Indoor cats often do it more frequently because their territory stays predictable. Seeing how blinking fits into these larger patterns helps the gesture feel even more meaningful. And once you recognize all these layers, it leads naturally into one last piece: what this blink means for your relationship and how you can build on it. You might be realizing now that those tiny blinks your cat gives you aren't accidents or coincidences. They're moments you've earned through patience, consistency, and the kind of quiet presence cats appreciate more than anything. That soft closing of their eyes is a shared comfort signal, a little doorway into how safe they feel when you're around. And the best part is that you can answer them in the same language. Try a slow blink with your cat today. Choose a peaceful moment, soften your gaze, and let that gentle motion speak for you. Watch what else is happening around them. Their ears, their whiskers, their body posture. You'll start noticing patterns you never paid attention to before, and those details make your bond feel even richer. Cats don't always show affection loudly. Sometimes it comes wrapped in subtle gestures you only catch when you're really looking, and now you know exactly what one of the most meaningful ones means. Tell me in the comments, does your cat slow blink at you? And when does it happen most? I'd love to hear the moments where you see that connection come.